Today, we take a look at the body language of President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un after their historic meeting.
President Trump returns to Washington today following his historic summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong Un. Now, 24 hours after that summit, questions remain about what's next in the process. Meantime, we're still analyzing the body language between the two men. Andy and Marquette are here right now with the breakdown. Hey, ladies.
All right, thanks a lot. That's right. We're joined by Stephen Kyle. He's the author of The Human Whisperer, and he's a body language expert. So interesting.
That's right. So you are here to tell us what that awkwardly long handshake meant. Now, it may have looked awkward for us because Americans aren't used to seeing the President of the United States meeting with a North Korean leader. It's never happened before. What's your take?
Well, both men were trying to project certain things. They're both trying to project an air of confidence and an air that everything that happened was exactly what they wanted to have happen.
Did we notice, was there a bit of a power struggle? Was that something that maybe you saw, or is that just something that we at home maybe thought we saw?
Well, no, that's absolutely correct. There's always sort of a grapple for power when you have world leaders meeting. So that's certainly not uncommon.
Okay, now let's look at what we're seeing on the screen here. As a body language expert, what's going on?
This is interesting. This is sort of the opening move, and both men are trying to project feelings of warmth that they don't really have. And in the case of President Trump, if you notice, he has an open palm up hand, which is unusual for him. Normally when you shake hands, or when President Trump shakes hands, it's palm down, which projects power. His hand was palm up, and I think he was coached to do that because it projects an air of warmth. However, all of the other signs led to him wanting to project power and authority. He didn't stick out his hand as far, forcing Kim to extend his hand further, and of course with the left arm on the
Now, what does that pat on the shoulder mean for someone you don't know very well?
Well, for politicians, it normally is a way that they try to create an artificial feeling of warmth.
Okay.
But in the case of President Trump, it doesn't mean that. He's trying to control the situation and just let the person know, I'm in control. And it was almost even more of a grab than just a touch. So for him, it's more of an issue of control.
Okay, very interesting. And then also, I think we have video of the signing of the letter. If we can pull that up and have you take a look at that and give us an idea of what we're seeing. Again, it looks like we saw the hand, the palm up again.
Right, exactly. Again, I think he was coached to do that.
Oh, well, then he listened, so that's good, right?
Right, exactly. Now, the signing, you know, these official moments don't give you as much interesting insight as the informal ones. However, when you look at the two men, the way they take up space is very, very different. Kim Jong Un's elbows are tucked in. President Trump takes up a lot of space at the table.
He looks very comfortable, I must say, right there.
Absolutely correct. He looks very comfortable. And actually, there are other shots, wider shots, where you actually see under the table. President Trump's legs are actually on the outsides of the chair legs. So he's actually has a very wide spread of his legs under the table, whereas Kim Jong Un's feet are together. So again, he's just taking up less space because he's less secure and he feels a little bit more anxiety.
So open body, American president, more comfortable, more confident, closed inward body,
exactly.
North Korean leader,
exactly.
a little less comfortable.
And President Trump has been in these situations a little bit more often than
and he's
Kim
comfortable
Jong-un.
in front of the camera.
He is very.
Okay, can we talk about the walking, sitting, and smiling together? What does a smile mean in a new high-pressure situation such as this?
Well, the smiling, for example, that Kim Jong-un does, he saves it for President Trump. In fact, in that initial handshake when they first came out, he had a big beaming smile for President Trump. But as soon as they turned to the cameras, it turned off like a light switch. So a natural smile tends to fade in and out more. In his case, because it was such a stark contrast between on and off, it's definitely something that it's a practiced, affected smile and not something that's genuine. Now this here, when you see the two of them sitting together, that to me is one of the most interesting looks at the whole summit for me, because this was an informal right there where the two of them are sitting, because everything that we want to know about the summit is conveyed right there. President Trump is sitting forward, he's leaning forward, he has his weight on the balls of his feet, and he has his arms on his legs. And they call that starter's position, where he's just ready to get up out of his seat. He's ready to go because he knows how important this summit is, and he really is just raring to go, and he wants to get something done. Kim Jong Un, on the other hand, is not that way. He is leaning on his chair. He's casual. He's relaxed. What does that tell us? People were debating whether Kim Jong Un just wanted this to be a photo opportunity, to be seen as equals with President Trump, or if he really wanted to negotiate. And seeing him so at ease there, for him, the work had already been done. So it didn't seem like he was really anxious or wondering about what was going to be happening.
Interesting. Before we let you go, is this good or bad for the American people? What, from a body language expert's opinion?
Well, it certainly seems like it was a great photo op for the two men, and I'm certain they're both going to try to spin it as a positive for each country. But I'm not sure we can, from a body language perspective, really see anything probative out of this.
Yeah. Stephen Kyle, thank you so much for your time. And the book, The Human Whisperer, I think I need to get it and read it and live it. So thank you so much.
Thank you.